and welcome to this edition of Leaders Insights hosted by Forbes Middle East. Today's guest has over 20 years of experience working in pharmaceutical industry. He's held various managerial positions, including finance controller, product manager, group product manager, and way too many other titles for us to have the time to list. I welcome Jean-Paul Scheuer. He's the general manager of Sanofi Genzyme and the country lead Sanofi Greater Gulf. You wear two hats, as you just told me. I'd like to start with Sanofi's latest product launches in the last year. Some of the products you launched came at a time when other companies were really struggling whether to actually go ahead and launch a product in the challenging time we are in or hold off and wait. How do you choose the timing for a new launch?
Well, hello, Jesse, and hello, everyone. Well, I think the right time is the earliest possible, meaning when we have an innovation available. I mean, the objective is to make sure that patients will have access to it as early as possible, if ever it really brings them, a solution, especially to unmet needs that they may have had. And here in the UAE in particular, and in the Gulf region, we are lucky because the health authorities are very keen on bringing this innovation very quickly. So we have very, very shortened time frame of registration, which allow us actually to make sure that patients have access to the innovation as soon as they are available in the Sanofi portfolio. This year, 23 launches have been done in Gulf, for example.
Yep.
I'm not sure that this has ever been done. And in fields like dermatology, diabetes, even in vaccine, we completed our range of pediatric vaccines, in asthma, and in oncology, so a wide range of new products which have been brought, a new solution brought to patients.
You've mentioned very crucial solutions, actually, in very different fields. And also, you've been one of the few international pharmaceutical countries to begin manufacturing in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. How has the process for you been of setting up a unit there?
So we started 6 years ago, actually, where we've been setting up our own manufacturing site, which is now not only doing, local packaging, but we started this year. It takes quite a little bit of time, actually, to prepare and validate a new site. And this year, actually, is a very important momentum for Sanofi in the Kingdom of Saudi, because we've been releasing for the first time, actually, a fully manufactured product. It's an antibiotic. In our site locally, and more are going to happen. Even this year, 2 additional products will be fully manufactured. We are extending even more our manufacturing footprint in the country. We have a project actually moving on and already started in vaccine, where we have started already secondary packaging of vaccine, and with a range which is going to increase. And we have also a very, very important project, to start manufacturing insulin. And this is going to be a very, very critical momentum as well for the company, because this is going to be one of the very rare countries where this might happen, but also for the country, to have such a strategic products being produced locally.
Well, you're discussing all these great projects at a time when, of course, COVID-19 has disrupted so many industries, and also the pharmaceutical industry has seen its ups and downs and challenges. Some companies leapt to this opportunities, and others are still struggling. What would you say have been your key learnings during COVID-19, and what has Sanofi been maybe the top lesson you have taken to evolve?
Well, a lot has happened actually, and not only in pharmaceutical industry around COVID. I'm always saying that basically COVID-19 has just been an accelerator of trends which were already existing before, like the usage of more digital. There were a lot of things that we could have done before that we didn't do for whatever reason. COVID-19 situation really obliged us to accelerate our transition to more digital in the way we are working. It has been also the case for healthcare professionals. Telemedicine, for example, was something which was possible before, but which was not widely used. And of course, with the current situation, the use of telemedicine has been enhanced significantly. Or the way patients as well, are looking at their own care actually, and the usage of digital has been enhanced. So in a very, very short period of time, probably we have been accelerating the transition, which already started by, I don't know, 4 to 5 years already. In Sanofi, we've of course been adapting to this, using much more digital in what we do actually, but this has opened to us a variety of new opportunities in terms of making people meet more actually, and bringing people together from different countries at the same time. Again, something which was possible before, but which has really been strengthened with this situation. But when, as I'm used to say, Jesse, actually, that's great. I mean, COVID-19 have shown us we can work remotely, that we can do a very, very good job actually working from home, that yes, we can interact through video actually, as we are doing right now. But I mean, on my side, I'm used to say that in fact, COVID-19 has even more brought, at least to me personally, the fact that it is so good finally to be together actually face to face, to work with the team at the office, to be with your team, and to have the possibility to interact. So I'm not one of those who say that it has taught us that we can use more digital. I think it has taught, at least to me, that it feels so great and so much better to be together.
How has going digital maybe helped Sanofi enlarge or expand its project, its products? And has this helped you? I'd like to also get an answer in specifically in expanding in Saudi Arabia. What would you say this means for your stakeholders?
Well, you know, pharmaceutical industry is a very traditional industry, and over the past, I don't know, 30, 40 years, we did not change that much actually, and we have always been consistently working accordingly to the same model over the past decades. This situation again has really accelerated the needed transition that the pharmaceutical industry had to take. Digital was a big part of our environment, but not as much as in many other industries. So again, this has really obliged us to accelerate this transition, to adapt the way we work, to adapt actually, and to use more tools than we have been using.
You spent a lot of time actually usually talking about the company's culture, about training your team, about giving them opportunities to grow. And maybe this is some of the reasons why Sanofi consistently features among some of the best places to work in the region. What do you think makes an organization a great place to work, especially for employees?
I think, and even more, I mean, it has been shown even more in the past months, actually, it's caring for your employees. I mean, to pay attention to them, and it can be done in a lot of different ways. So it means in the UAE, actually, more than 10%, I mean, around 10% of the staff, actually, which is getting career opportunities, actually. We are always giving priority to internal moves of people, and we are making a lot of work actually to train them and to make them ready. We have a lot of programs, actually leadership programs, to help our people, I mean, to get ready for their next move and for their next position. And so people know that when they join us, they can really have a career within the organization. I think the fact that we share the same vision, we share the common objective, we have the same mission all together in the company, which is really to bring care, better care to patients, and this is really in our DNA in Sanofi. And I like to make sure that when someone is joining us, he has the same vision and the same mission, the same reason of joining the company. I mean, this really makes and bring people together and make a very consistent team. So we are used to say actually that in Sanofi, in Greater Gulf, we are like a family. We care for patients, but we care also for each other. And unfortunately, I mean, the past period have even more reinforced and shown actually this solidarity that we have within the team. And I think this is what really makes the difference beyond actually, I mean, the quality of the company, the quality of our portfolio, I mean, the good products that we have, the good image that has really been significantly improved over the past 5 years in particular. Just one figure, 95% of our employees say they are proud to work for Sanofi in Greater Gulf. I mean, now you will tell me it's great, but you know, I'm never satisfied and I'm still working on the last 5%.
Ah, that's very good. I mean, yeah, it's pretty high percentage. But what about you? I'd like to conclude this interview with you. I mean, you're part of the team that of the family, Sanofi family you are talking about, and you're like many Sanofi employees, you're an expat. So I'd like to get a glimpse of your life as an expat. It's always challenging. What have you gained from it, and what has been maybe your top challenge as an expat leading such a large operation?
Well, I've been expat for now almost 20 years. And now I say that generally I have two citizenships actually. I'm French I'm born in France, but my second citizenship is a citizen of the world. And this is really the way I feel today and the way I would like to educate my two kids as well. And there is no better place than being in the UAE actually to really be a citizen of the world. You have a whole world actually, with you here in the same city, so many different cultures. The possibility to meet different people. So this is why actually, since I've been here for almost 5 years, I really feel here at home actually. Being a French, and I have my, of course, my very much inner feeling of being a French, but even more importantly, really feeling like I'm part of this world actually. And this is probably today my biggest proudness. And the most important part of me actually is to be the citizen of the world.
Bon, Jean-Paul Scheuer, we wish you all the luck, General Manager for Sanofi Genzyme and Country Lead at Sanofi Greater Gulf. Thank you for joining us on this edition of Leaders Insights hosted by Forbes Middle East.